Take a look at this. Earlier today, storm surge from Idalia took over part of I-275. Traffic cameras captured the waves flooding the Howard Franklin Bridge over Tampa Bay. The bridge had already been closed to traffic. That's incredible. And you lived there for years.
I did. That's I-275. It connects St. Petersburg to Tampa. There's some other ways to get around there, but that's a major thoroughfare. And you got water going over it. Got to close it.
Big mess going on.
It really is. And what's interesting is with this surge is you get this water that comes in and it spills down into places, and then when it recedes, the water that's spilled in, it gets stuck.
Yeah.
So there's no way for it to get out until it evaporates.
And then you also have the debris left behind.
Yeah, there's huge mess.
Big cleanup ahead.
Huge mess. A lot going on. Prayers to the people down there for sure as they continue to deal with the impacts. Let me show you this though. This was an interesting thing earlier on today. Right now, Hurricane Idalia is a Cat 1. Hurricane Franklin is a Category 2, but at one point this morning, they were both major hurricanes, Category 3 or stronger. The first time that has happened in the Atlantic Basin, so that includes the Gulf of Mexico, since 1950. So a rare sight indeed. Even this is a rare sight to see two hurricanes on the same map at the same time in relatively close proximity. The latest with Idalia now, it is moving into Georgia, but it's sending some of its really northern fringe showers into North Carolina, and then it's northern fringe clouds into Virginia. We will start to see some of those clouds arrive later on tonight. But the worst of the hurricane right now moving actually right across I-75, right there through central Georgia. It continues up to the north and east, starting to see some of those initial outer bands moving into Charleston at the noon hour. Let's get back to Franklin. Franklin was at one point a Category 4 hurricane, and it has been sitting out in the Atlantic for a couple of days, sending some rough surf up into the Jersey shore. So we've got rough surf, we've got some rip current concerns along the shore, and that continues for the next couple of days. Meanwhile, Hurricane Idalia, or what will become Tropical Storm Idalia as it moves off the Carolina coast, will track up to the northeast. But this high pressure system nosing in from the Great Lakes states will force both of those tropical systems away. And that will allow for the rough surf, the rip current concern to go away just in time for the Labor Day weekend. And we're going to have fantastic weather. Not only not having to deal with the tropical weather, but bringing in fantastic weather for the last unofficial weekend of summer. We did get a cold front this morning, and that brought us a lot of rain. Many places picking up more than a quarter-inch of rainfall. In fact, Millville saw 1.25 inches of rain earlier on today. That heavy rain moved across South Jersey, and now it's moving out into the Atlantic Ocean, and drier air is coming in behind it. High pressure, that same high pressure system ushering in that northwesterly wind, bringing in the drier air. It will eventually be cooler air, not so much today. We'll just enjoy the lower humidity this afternoon. Here comes that high cloud cover overnight on the fringe of Idalia. That's all, though, in terms of the impacts that we'll see from Idalia. And then we'll see that clearing sky as we go into the overnight into early tomorrow morning. Quick check outside over Center City, looking really nice with partly cloudy skies. Temperatures are in the 80s in Philly, 77 degrees. In Trenton, temperatures climb up to around 86 this afternoon. We'll then see a lot of sunshine through the rest of your 7-day forecast. Have a look at it. Overnight lows actually dipping down to 58 degrees by Saturday morning, and then 80s, and then back into the 90s for Labor Day. Jim?
Looks like a great weekend. Thank you, Grant. Well,